Pisces, hey, welcome back to Rika Knows. So, guys, today we're going to be doing a live with our Pisces, and we're going to be finding out what it is that they need to know for their highest good. Guys, keep in mind that this is Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, welcome back to my regular subscribers and to my new ones. I hope you guys find a home. Now, we are definitely clearing the space right now to make sure that whatever message we're receiving is for our greatest and highest good. And we ask that spirit be as clear as possible so that way we can figure out what we need to know. Guys, this is not the reading that we're doing for the full moon or the lunar eclipse. And that's all you need to know. So, for those of you guys who can't wait too long and you just want a really quick message, here it is. Let's do it. What is it that Pisces needs to know? Okay. We got 3. Someone here also might be buying a property in the near future. So, property could be on your mind. So, the first thing that we have here is stay. Okay. Then we also have spa day. Okay. And we also have, last but not least, walk away. Okay. So the first thing that I noticed is that, and also buy a property, guys, is in green. So it looks like someone here is really learning how to open up their heart space. Okay. So I feel like someone here would stay in spa day. They definitely were having an issue with staying around people who were like physically hurting them and making them have to learn how to do some type of self-love. And so I feel like whoever this is, you're learning how to walk away from relationships that don't make you feel happy, don't make you feel like you're whole, and you're learning how to go towards the green, things that really help you enter your heart space and things that really help you to, nurture yourself. So I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who's very loyal, someone who will stick around with a relationship if their person is going up or down, because you know what loyalty is and you know what it means to like have somebody with you through the tough times. I feel like I'm also talking to a Pisces who's very like nurturing and caring, because you're someone that if someone is sick, you will try to will them back into health, and also like you're very big on your dreams and manifestations. With walk away and the orange, I feel like your sacral chakra is important because you enjoy living in the moment and pleasurable things, Pisces. And with the green, I feel like now in your life, you're trying to find things that you want that will be long term and lasting, and you want to be able to share them with your family. So, if this is you, Pisces, that was your short message, is that right now you're currently learning how to like love yourself, but ask for the right love from other people. So, that's all you had time for? Peace. Now, for my other Pisces who are ready for the rest of this message, let's get into it. All right, thank you so much, Spirit, for breaking it down. What else do you want our Pisces to know for their highest good? Okay, we got a few. You want me to take all of these? You're like, yeah, you can go ahead. Okay. So someone here is moving beyond ancestral patterns. This is the second time that this has came out today, which lets me know that that's kind of like the energy of what everybody is in at this moment. So what we have for you today is the Earth Guardian. Okay, staying rooted and grounded. But if you pay attention to this Guardian, he's also holding his heart space. This is what you just talked about. Somebody's opening up their heart space. Money could also be very important to a Pisces right now as well. So it's like kind of getting their own stability. The next thing that we have is very consistent. We have Oracle, waiting for important information. Okay. So we're opening our heart space. We're giving offerings to our ancestors. We also have White Witch, which is also yellow. Oh my gosh, guys, because you know what? I didn't even show y'all. So White Witch, and then we had Red, which stay. And so we have someone here who is trying to live in their highest good. Sometimes we say be the light, but what the light really means is someone who's really doing whatever feels the most authentic to themselves. So we have someone who is like trusting their heart, trusting their mind, going where they feel, not being like standoffish or being a hermit. This is someone who is really pursuing whatever it is that they feel like they're being guided to at this time. The last thing that we have is trust in higher forces. Wow. Look at this guy. So you're understanding even here with walk away, and I love how all these sticks really resonated with the oracle cards that just fell out. But we have the shaman, someone who has to trust in divine timing, because I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces also who is so used to like kind of just try to make things happen on their own, and being the manifester that they are so heavily, it's like one of those things where if I can create anything that I ask for, then I'm just not going to wait. I'm just going to make it happen, right? And I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who recognizes that, hey, you know what? Maybe some of the blessings that I asked for in the past, it was too soon. I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who's now asking God that, hey, if I can't sustain it, please don't bring it into my life. And that's why I feel like we were talking about in the beginning of a Pisces who was really working on, something that's more long term for them, something that's gonna, go the long haul. So we're trusting our heart, we're facing our fears, we're speaking our minds, we're living in our authenticity, and we're learning when to stop and when to go. I saw this reading the other day, or it's a little meme, and it was like, if you had to wait for all the stop signs to be green before you go somewhere, you would never leave the house. And that's kind of what I want somebody to remember. If you have a goal right now, Pisces, and you feel like it's just so far away, and you feel like sometimes you might be stagnant, sometimes you might be doing a sprint, sometimes you might be, doing a little crip walk, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, Pisces, stopping, slowing down, resting is part of the journey. And once you begin to accept the part of your journey where it's like, hey, sometimes you don't always have control. It might be fast, it might be slow, but you have to accept the fact that you are still on the way. And I feel like that's where the Pisces right now that I'm talking to is recognizing. And in the near future, you're going to see yourself getting so much closer to the end game line. However, it's more like you're going to be enjoying it. It's going to be enjoyable for you. All right, so we have someone here who's shifting timelines. Right now, you might be finding yourself taking time to reflect on old things. This could be like looking at journaling, or things that you wrote before, or things that you invested in. You might be going through old photos in your phone like, damn, I really loved such and such, right? And she was really good for me, right? But you're learning how to release the old and chill, right? So someone is really harnessing their mystical power and learning how to do what? Move into a new direction. It's funny because the cards will start repeating themselves when spirit finally like gets whatever they need to say out. So we have someone in the physical needing to learn how to enjoy and reap the benefits and the rewards that they currently have. Just learning how to just see, look at this. You're enjoying the moment, but also hermit, releasing, resting, recharging, being fearless and standing strong, which is more and more so about you being authentic, dropping your shields and recognizing that, you know what, you can be loving and not have to like continue to take on the pain of other people. Ooh, so I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who also is someone who always solves things for other people, because it's like you don't want to see your friends struggling, you don't want to see your family struggling. But I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who is understanding that maybe some of their struggle that the person that they're dealing with is going through is meant to happen, and so you're taking charge of your life again by not using your energy for other people so openly. This is really good for you. Someone here also might have some creative projects. Now is the time to like really trust in them and really push them, because it seems like that's what's really going to benefit you moving forward, because spirit is really wanting you to like just kind of stay in your own energy. So if you're in your energy and your energy wants to create, honor that. All right. Now let's get into the tarot for our Pisces. Thank you so much, Spirit. What do you want to say to our Pisces? I'm hearing the song, so gone over you, you. Yeah! New Monica! That's just my favorite part. Woo! Alright, so what is for our Pisces? This is a little bit much. Alright, Pisces. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all want me to take this? They're like, yeah, you're going to take this. Alright, cool. So we have the Son of Wands coming up for our Pisces. We also have the Three of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Son of Swords. And we have the Daughter of Swords. Alright, so immediately, Pisces, I want to point out the fact that we go from the wands to the swords in this. So this is something that instead of being completely full of action and just go, 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 you're learning how to like take a look into your future, take a look into what it is that you're manifesting, whatever your goals are, and recognizing like, okay, maybe some of the things that I thought resonated with myself or that I've been carrying along have been weighing me down here with the Ten of Swords. And so it's like you're learning how to put things where they belong. So let's say, for instance, you had like a guilt that you were carrying because maybe someone wasn't as successful because they took your advice. It has nothing to do with you. You really didn't tell this person to take your advice. You just knew what worked for you, and this person decided to emulate you. And so, because it didn't work out for them, you felt like you had to help them find a new solution to get to the same results that you did. And it's like you're taking this on heavily. You're feeling like, oh, well, if such and such isn't successful, then it's on me. But I feel like with you feeling burdened down and can't see, can't nothing, you're recognizing that why did I even accept this sword in the first place? So with the Son of Swords, you're learning how to relocate or allocate those blames and those daggers correctly. So you're like, you know what? Someone here could have even did a return to sender and was like, hey, you know what? Whatever this person's karma is, allow them to go through it by themselves. Because me right now, I already have right here with the Daughter of Swords my own things that I'm going through, and I recognize that, you know what? That was never really meant for me anyway. So this could be like, oh, you know, you're dealing with someone, they have a death in their family, you want to be there and comfort them because, I don't know, you're just a really kind, nurturing person that we talked about in the beginning. And so it's like, okay, boom, you want to be here for this person, you want to help them, but then you realize, like, damn, how much time is it taking for me? Why is it that every time I leave this person's house after consoling them, I feel sad myself? So you're learning that, you know what, I can be swift. I can go help someone, drop them off maybe a plate of food, and leave. Okay, Pisces. So it's not even that you're going to no longer be helping folks. You're just going to know what capacity to pull yourself away from. You're not about to sit in the sadness for a long time because you recognize that it wasn't benefiting anyone. Even this person was just basically drawing your energy. But whatever this is, this realization, this situation that you had happen where you recognize that it was never your fault to begin with, that was one of the keys towards your own enlightenment. This is you figuring out what it is that you were missing before and not recognizing what it was that you had to make a difference in. So I feel like now that you've lit your own fire underneath your own behind, a lot of people are going to be like shying away from you a little bit because you're going to recognize that it's because you were helping these people that they were even around you in the first place. So there's your truth that you had to figure out for yourself. Is the truth is that, Pisces, you the goat. You the little baby goat who been sacrificing yourself for other people. Look at that. But I'm talking to a Pisces who no longer wants to be the sacrifice. You want to be the person who is in charge and is calling the shots with this Mother of Wands here. You recognize that you have things that you need to protect for yourself. And you can't keep getting stuck on dealing with other people and their things that they have going on, because I feel like it's just not as big as what your purpose is here on Earth. This is Sun, Moon, Rising. So justice is here for you because you have learned the lesson right now. So if you're a Pisces right now who learned the lesson, make sure you liking the status because I'm so proud of you. Now, we have the Mother of Swords also and the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. That's giving me big energy, like as if, I feel like this is just your play on where you're at now, because at the end of whatever this is, remember, you're going to be flowing from the Daughter of Swords, somebody who is new to like pushing people away or not accepting their karma, to someone who is very definite on it and knowing like what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And once you do that and you become an expert at like saying no, okay, Pisces, you're going to turn the wheel. That's where the wheel will actually be turning with the Wheel of Fortune, and you become the Empress. Now, this could also be somebody who was having safe, safe interactions, safe sexual energy exchanges, and you're deciding to no longer be protected. And so because you're ready for a baby. Yeah, let's also talk about that. Or this could be someone who also had like applied for some type of loan or something like that, and it's finally getting approved. You're going to get a yes, and you're going to be able to start your new business. Regardless, this is whatever was hidden here with the Moon card being able to be released. Hold on, let me get that card that fell. Yeah. And then it's going to give you more options in the end. So someone here is going to have plenty of options. I'm hearing plenty of fish, plenty of transformation, and all you have to do is continue to trust yourself and whatever spirit is telling you at this time while you're in this little like walking away mode where you're like, I'm hearing, I ain't gonna let up, no, I ain't gonna let up, I ain't gonna let her get to me. Oh no. All right. So that's what we have for our Pisces that's just living their life, right? In their ascension. Boom. So let's keep going. What is going on with love for our Pisces, please? Love for the Pisces. Me want love for the Pisces. I don't know where that's coming from, guys. All right. So the first thing that came out is palm tree and stability. Okay. Okay, somebody's learning how to be flexible. Okay, baby, yeah, I can stay up until 1 o'clock to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna answer that phone. But of course, now Spirit is also talking about the fact that your love life is becoming more stable right now because of the fact that you're no longer mirroring the energy of these third party relationships that you were having. Maybe the relationships were more like seductive, they weren't really like going anywhere because we have here a mirror. So whoever you were dealing with at before this was definitely mirroring the same energy that you were giving to them. They were big time. This is before. We're not talking about your love right now, okay? We're talking about the lessons that you've learned because that's why the stability is here, is because you've grown, right? So what did you grow from? Because Spirit just gave it to me. You were mirroring the people who you were dating, and also you were a runner because you were listening to your ego. Or maybe this is the people that you were attracting, is that you were attracting people who were runners, people who had fear of intimacy, people who only wanted you while they wanted you, and then when they were done, they were done. Then it's like you were dealing with like, I feel like I'm talking to someone here who was like, oh, you know what, I don't want to make the same mistakes over and over again, and then you continue to make the same mistakes over and over again in new bodies, new flesh, new people. And it could have been friendships, it could have been family, it could have been, you know, physical relationships, but either way you were going back and forth with the same things because this was karmic relationships. But the beauty of all this is that you've learned how to let go of the karmic relationships. You learn how to recognize them because look, with you looking at the old memories that you had with these people, you were recognizing that, oh my gosh, there's a pattern here. And once you had that pattern and you seen it, guess what happened? You started to ascend. And this is you preparing for new union because now you're about to be doing this. Stability, stuff that makes you really happy because at the end of the day, the coffin is here. It's time for you to have new beginnings. It's time for you to transition. It's time for you to be liberated because what you were getting in the past was not enough. And not only was it not enough, but then they had the nerve to make you feel like you were the one who was like sabotaging the situation. And they would hide it behind like, oh yeah, I like you, I like you, I like you. Okay, but now you're about to really meet someone who really likes you because right here we have Cupid coming here. You're going to start dating, and as you start dating, love is going to find you. All right, so don't feel the need to pretend, right? That's what I'm hearing to tell you for love. Don't feel the need to pretend. This person, you've done the work as far as healing your heart, so whoever this is should be able to accept you, especially because you're going to be meeting soulmates who are also going through maybe the same lessons that you just learned about how I'm just not dealing with people who are not on my level anymore. Okay, and so I just tried to split the deck, and we have here again, continue to be unconditionally loving. This is you gonna be falling in love, gonna be giving and receiving, gonna learn how to attract, gonna learn how to get back what it is that you're putting into any relationship. And I'm proud of you, Pisces. Period. All right, so the last thing that we have here is our guidance, and then we will end our life. What is the guidance for Pisces, please? Thank you so much. What do you guys want to say to our Pisces? Okay, we have one card out already. It's successful funding. Okay, Pisces. Just continue to focus on your priorities, though. And this is what you're going to receive. Successful funding from focusing on your priorities, right? So by letting people do their own thing and not taking on their karma for them anymore, you're going to be successfully funded. The other thing that we have is sever vows of poverty. So someone here could be really living in like this moment of just feeling, you know, like, damn, like, I can't believe I did all this and I spent this and I spent this time with this person, and just cut that off. Okay, you spent it, now you got more. Detox your friendships. I feel like someone here around you could also be like putting those thoughts back into your head about how you're in lack. And I feel like whoever this is, you're going to be getting some type of raise or promotion very soon. This could be the raise in love. You know what I'm saying? Just the raise in the quality of relationships you have around you. But this is your promotion, your ascension that's coming to you, because I'm not seeing enough money. I don't feel like this is money. This is a raise or promotion of yourself, of your own elevation, of your own understanding. So congratulations. You have learned how to sustain your own energy and to stop taking on the energy of other people or helping their energy grow as well. So continue to remain positive, have faith, be optimistic, Pisces. This is your like last thing that they're definitely wanting you to know before I end this live, is because you are moving in the right direction and there is a windfall of abundance coming to you. And keep in mind that abundance is more than just money. We're talking about love, happiness, dealing with nature, the feeling of peace, the ability to have serenity. Okay, those are all the things that we should strive for. So continue to pray that you can focus on your priorities, because spirit really wants to help you let go of the guilt and also kind of give you the energy to be more creative in whatever endeavors it is that you have. Please continue to remember what you're grateful for and stop the complaining, because at this point God is your source. So if you're not getting something that you don't want, it's because you haven't organized. Ooh. Okay, spirit. Well, Pisces, I hope that this resonated for you. If so, please make sure that you like the status and subscribe so that way you can get the next one. Until next time, you guys, I do want to say to our Pisces, peace. Yay.